Hello and welcome to the finale of Metroid Prime Remastered. This will be our final episode today. But before we begin, I want to talk about some things about the remastered that I otherwise haven't. And it's going to be right here on this main menu. If we go down to our extras, we could see that there are some additional things here that weren't necessarily part of the original game. Concept art, there are multiple versions of concept art, namely from the original game and the remastered. Like that's all from the original game. Spoilers, I should not have done that. But you get this by scanning everything and what's what like and playing on higher difficulties. Over here are some 3D models that you could look at. I think you just get these by playing the game normally, so as well as the soundtrack. Those weren't part of the original game, but yeah, I want to just talk about those. I'm not gonna show them all off because they're gonna be things that we're gonna be seeing anew this episode. So yeah. But much rather, what I want to talk about are two different things. In the options mode, if we go all the way down to sound, narration. I have this turned off by default because I feel like this ruins the entire experience. Turning this on to partial only allows a narrator to talk during the intro and during the opening cutscene and ending cutscene of the game, matching the European version with full having the narrator name every area when you first enter it. I'm just going to tell you this straight up. It is the narration is the most cringe thing in this entire game. It tries to be like 2000s edge kind of cringe. And I just hated it. Like, it is so cheesy and bad. I decided to have it turned off for this game because I feel like it just makes the experience that much better. Because it's all like, this is a new chapter of life, the light of no, known as Samus Aran and whatnot. It is so bad. I hate it. I hate it. People who think Mackenzie is the worst. Nah, this is this is like 2000s bad. We do not talk about this. But it is part of Prime 1 from other versions of the game, so that's cool, right? This remaster should have everything. Well, that's kind of the other thing that I want to talk about with Prime Remastered because they actually left out something from the original game, and that is the uh, use of the fusion suit. Originally, Metroid Prime 1 and Metroid Fusion released the same day, so to encourage people to buy both, they had special bonuses in Prime if you owned Metroid Fusion and a Game Boy Link, Game Boy to Game Boy, GameCube, a Game Boy Advance to GameCube adapter. This kind of where you would be able to play the original NES in Prime 1, and if you have a fully completed Fusion game, you can use the Fusion suits in this game. And it looks ugly. Like, I mean, the Fusion suit ain't exactly a looker, but This is a case of clashing art styles. The fusion suit was originally had more organic parts of its of the suit, like to show that it wasn't exactly durable, but in Prime it just looks like clay. Still, though, it is kind of a shame that it's not in this game. In fact, they kind of scrubbed every mention of the fusion suit out in this remaster. Originally, there was concept art of it, of the fusion suit, but that was removed. Anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about here. So, let's just begin and make our way back to Talon Overworld. Here we are, once more. Now, with every Chozo artifact in the game, we could just make our way all the way over, back towards the impact crater. Where we got the first Chozo artifact. This has been quite a journey. But, man, I feel like we have been forgetting about a little someone. It's probably not important. Oh, yeah. I forgot about him, huh? We haven't seen him since our first trip to Phendrana Drifts. But Ridley is back to torment us once more. No. Come on, scan. Thank you. Meta Ridley! Genetically enhanced Ridley metaform. Reborn and evolved from space through space pirate technology, Meta Ridley is a fearsome enforcer. His armor hide is extremely resilient, save for the chest, which has thinner plating. The pirates have fused a number of potent weapons to the creature, including multi-missile systems, a kinetic breath weapon, a Mesum bomb launcher, and an ultra-thermal flame strike projector. Meta Ridley is a formidable melee combatant, making any sort of engagement a risky portion. Meta Ridley is a two-phased boss, where this first phase he's flying around and shoots projectiles all over the place. Pump him full of soups, and he should eventually come down when he reaches roughly around half health. Eventually he'll start flying around. This is when you just want to hold your charge and just not bother, since he will since the soup will disappear before it even reaches him. It's just barely slower. So Ridley flies around, he will destroy more and more of the arena. Don't even worry about trying to protect it all. Eventually, because it will all eventually get destroyed at some point. It does drop health and ammo and whatnot, so be sure to take advantage. Boom. We're kind of getting through this quite quickly. Oh. But yeah. Oh, that barely got him. I'm almost done with this first phase, but when the second phase kind of changes things a bit. But yeah, a little bit more lore on Ridley, on Meta Ridley here. Yeah, this is supposed to be the same Ridley you destroy in Metroid 1. His space pirates infused him with cybernetic enhancements to bring him back to life. And, well, let's just say that Ridley wasn't exactly pleased with their method, as he experienced excruciating pain during the process and, well, killed the schmucks that brought him back to life. Anyways, we are just about to hit phase 2. I guess it's a lot further than halfway through. Whoops. Okay. But phase 2 is pretty long, so it's still gonna take us a while. Using the side hops to quickly try to dodge the missiles doesn't work exactly the entire time because it's a small arena with a lot of things. But, you know. Pay attention to the radar if you lose track of him. It shouldn't be, that hard. Yeah, there we go! Phase 1 is now done. And now, it's on to phase 2, where his wings are now all burned up. And now, he fights us on the ground. Using the plasma beam now to try to conserve our missiles. You have to shoot him in the mouth as he, in order to open up his weak points. Whenever he opens his mouth, try to blast. Blast it, so it opens him up. Dodge all the way in front of that charge attack because it is mighty powerful. Ow. No, come on. Come on. Just open up that plating so we could melt it. Oh, got him on that one. Oh yeah! Now we opened up his chest. And if you pay close attention to his plated armor, you can see the space pirates took a little bit of a shortcut with his weakness. That being his cold, pathetic heart. Please be careful of the tail when he does that turnaround. And now just gonna blast with soup! You! Oh, God, I missed that. I was dashing, so I was sidestepping. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, jump up when he does that. And oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Oh gosh. Yeah, that took an energy tank. So be careful of getting hit by that attack. I hit the wrong button. Just gonna keep on dodging. And now, hopefully, should be dying soon. And whoosh. Oh, there we go. Come on. Whoosh. Anger eyes. We have now opened a way into the Influence Crater. This is the last save point in the entire game. I'm not gonna save, just in case something goes wrong. If you ever want to go back, just walk into this circle, and it should just beam you back up. But you might notice that this place is a little more fleshy than usual. The phase here, I should also mention, is extremely potent. It is far greater than the phase that's anywhere else, and will pierce your armor. It actually is dangerous to step into that. As well as these guys over here are just trying to be more dangerous. Ow, 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 ow. Oh gosh. Why did I jump into that? Do I have? Yeah, I'm full on power bombs, so yeah. In this room, there's going to be a lot of fission Metroids, so just move quickly. As we jump up onto these floating platforms and bones. Just gonna keep on moving quickly, because there is one following us. You can see him on the radar. He is being a bit of a nuisance. Not even going to bother, just drop a power bomb on him. I'm just gonna try to keep our power bombs in check, because we're going to probably need them during the final boss, during another phase, during the second phase. But yeah, here we finish our missiles. This is the last missile recharge station in the game. Take advantage of that, because this final boss is going to be a long one. A real long one. And okay, I dodged them, so we good. Just going to quickly, please, out of the way, son. Booyah. This room we are going to use bombs to spider our way all the way across. And now, here we are. Going into this room marks the path of no return. If you have any unfinished business within Talon 4, best you go back now. But since we don't, here we are. is the game's namesake, the Metroid Prime. Highly evolved Phazon-producing life form. The, ab- the abbreviation known as Metroid Prime is the source of Phazon, making it immensely powerful. A genetic flaw makes it susceptible to certain weapons for brief periods. Only its head is truly vulnerable. Oh. To other attacks are nuisance. Offensively, Metroid Prime has a number of natural and mechanical weapons at its disposal, including ultra frigid breath, multi-missiles, snare beams, and particle wave projectors. Its massive strength and barbed carpers carpetras make it lethal in melee combats. Recommended maximum firepower when engaged with this enemy. When engaging this enemy. The Metroid Prime's lore has changed quite a bit between its original release and later versions. Originally, and this is when I kind of want to talk about this, because I actually prefer the original game's lore. Originally, the Metroid Prime was just another Metroid that the Space Pirates had and inflicted Phazon with. But it had grown so powerful that it began to absorb the weaponry and armor of the Beam Pirates, which explains why it's able to shift between in the various forms where it's weak to certain beams and whatnot. Which explains its unique weakness here, where it can only be damaged by, particular beams. It was also name-dropped quite a bit within the Phazon mines in the original game. And it escaped experimentation to get down here into the impact crater, rather than just always being here. Being known, but always being here. Anyways, let's begin the fight. Obviously, you want to use the colored beam that it is now a part of. Now it will go to orange, like purple, you use wave, white goes into ice, and red goes into plasma. Gonna use the wave buster a little bit there. The beam combos are extremely useful during this fight. Except for flamethrower, don't use flamethrower. It is pathetic. Now it's going to E-wave the beam again, so gonna dodge the big old laser. And now, when we damage it, it's going to charge across the arena, like so, and go ice. The ice spreader is good during this phase because, oh, it blinked right off. But hopefully, now it just freezes an entire phase and instantly shifts him into charging again. Right into the cupboards, in these little trenches, and you should be good. I should also mention that in the original game, he would bounce you up with the when he charges across, meaning there were times where you would occasionally get hit. Which is quite annoying, but sometimes it just happens. And now I just damage him, and okay, I kind of wanted to get those missiles, but I guess not. Which is kind of annoying. Oh! Oh! Why? Oh. I'm not gonna go Wave Buster yet, because we're still have quite a bit of this fight to go. So, yeah. Already down an energy tank, jeez. This is a fairly long fight, so... And that entire health bar is just phase 1. Oh, now he's, right, so... It's good time to, try to recharge our missiles. Oh! And health, so... Yay, we got an energy tank back! He's using the ice beam to freeze us in place. There, got his face. Now he's gonna charge. The idea of this fight is to make use of every ability that you have. So you are rewarded for you know, finding all the things. For finding every ability out there. Well, we're moving on to the last part of phase 1. Yes, all of this is phase 1. Now, he's going to swap between multiple things. I would still recommend using your, I would actually, at this point, we are good. Oh, how did that hit me? Oh, he just charges at times now. So, yeah, I just take care of, oh, jeez. This is a pretty difficult fight, so... Yeah. Oh, we're actually doing quite nicely. Oh, he's charging again. Ah! Ow, yeah. Popped us up. Oh my gosh. Dude, make up your mind. Hehehe. Freeze his face. I mean, he's still a Metroid, so he's still susceptible to the cold, but, you know. I'm going to soups, so... we're going to just fill him full of soups, and there he goes! Down for the ground. But we're still not quite done. True form! Metroid Prime Core. The core essence of Metroid Prime. Scans indicate the phazon energy form of Metroid Prime is invulnerable to all conventional weapons. Only attacks from phazon-fused arm cannon will damage it. It generates pools of phazon when it attacks. Use these to fuel your suit's phazon weapon system. The entity can also spawn Metroids to assist it in battle, rendering itself invisible when it does so. Yeah. This thing is no joke. Actually, I'm going to switch over to the Ice Beam because it spawns Metroids. This is the final phase, and it's pretty simple. Just jump over to Shockwaves. And remember when I said that they wanted a final boss that makes use of all of your abilities? Well, now this time, we are swapping visors. You can see its pool of phazon that it drops right there. Just jump into it, hold down the fire button as we enter Hyper Mode. and do minuscule amounts of damage. He's just gonna roar at us. But I want to talk about how cool aesthetically this fight was in the original game. Like, I mean, it still looks cool, but like, it is pretty, like, it just looked so freaking sick in the original game. It was kind of like one of those, like, Luigi Mansion ghost-looking things, where it's just, like, where it doesn't even look like it was part of the game. It looked like it was outside of it, almost. Just looked so sick. It technically looks better here, but still. Like, just and drop a phase on pool. What gives, man? But this is also the main reason why I didn't want to play on hyper mode. Because this fight takes forever in hyper mode. Like, it's just straight up. Just takes forever. Like, oh, it's under. Here we go. Like, if you're good, it'll take about, like, 4 to 8 cycles with this guy. But in hyper mode, yeah, it just takes forever. And it's just this the entire way through. Just these attacks. Just up them. And now start blasting him with the phase on. Jump over his shockwaves, and yeah, it's just kind of this. Still, though, like, this design looks straight up sick. Yeah. Ugh. Still, though, didn't need to have. Oh, there's a Fission Metroid, so just gonna drop a. Oh, come on, get out of there. There we go. Just start blasting him with the hyper mode. And the reason why I wanted you want power bombs for this fight is because he does spawn the Fission Metroids eventually, and you want to power bomb them so you could maximize damage on this guy. Pretty simple, but just kind of takes a while. Now there's Fission Metroids. Drop a power bomb. Instantly drop them. Oh God, please, 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 please! Overdosed on Phazon. And no longer under control. Oh hey, we're back to normal. Crater collapse imminent. Evacuate immediately. And it warps us all the way out. And thus ends Metroid Prime Remastered. I wanna ruin the original ending there, because the original ending was kind of rushed. Basically, the gravity suit had the lights, had the green lights of uh, the various suit instead of the blue lights of the gravity suit. And also, Samus is blinking there at the end, when she takes off her helmet, was originally desynced in the original version. One eye will blink sooner than the other, which is kind of funny. But yeah, anyways, that was Metroid Prime Remastered. I kind of gotten a new appreciation playing through this game again, doing all this. This was a fantastic remaster, and the only truly bad thing about it is that, well, outside of the fusion suit, was that unfortunately they didn't credit the original developers of the game, only the people who worked on the remastered. Well, whatever. Kind of just that's kind of dumb, but yeah. But and strangely enough, people not getting credited in Metroid games had sort of been this recent thing in the Switch titles. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this Let's Play. I know it's kind of bad, I was just jumping straight into the deep end and just learning to swim with this. But I really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys do too. There's a lot here. I do have high hopes for this channel. I still want to do more than just Metroid. I do eventually want to get to other games like Zelda and like Mario. I do want to also do some indie games like the Freedom Planet duology and the Electric Jester trilogy, because I think those games would be very fun. Have some paced platformers on there, like Anton Blast and like. Ooh, I do want to get to Nine Souls a little bit later. Just kind of name dropping games I want to get to, but well, those will be much later. I do want to, like, I do have high hopes for this channel, though I got started. I want to thank you for watching, if you've been watching this since I started or just came back. I hope, or just came back to watch what I have previously been doing, like some of the earlier Let's Plays, if I'm still doing those. But yeah, this is just the first step in what will become many. It's just yeah, I guess I'm struggling with my closing thoughts here, but because we got all the items, we get a secret ending book at the end of the credits. So yeah, we're going to watch that, and well, next time I'm gonna keep it a bit of a secret. Oh, gosh dang it. Freaking Switch titles, like, dimming the brightness, having to occasionally tap sticks. But, yeah, anyways, next time, I'm going to be taking a bit of a break between the titles. Going to let things take their course, and next time I should see you in another game. See you guys then.